everybody, you saw that title. Now let's get right into making this garlic butter chicken and potato wedges. So here we got 6 chicken thighs, and we're going to start out with boneless, skinless. So the bone has already been removed from the thighs, and what we're going to do is first get some seasoning on this chicken. So here we have onion powder, garlic powder, salt, black pepper, paprika, and a little bit of red chili flake. And I'm just going to mix that up. And what I'm going to do is season it directly in our baking dish, right? Instead of having to transfer it to the baking dish. So let's start with our baking dish. So here, this is our baking dish. I just layered it with a little bit of onions that I sliced thinly. You can leave out this step, feel free. It is not a mandatory step. And what I have here is our garlic butter, and it has some parsley in here as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and just drizzle this first on the bottom of this pan of the baking dish. Let's go ahead and just get some of that on the bottom. I just want to just mix it up in there. Okay, and then I'm going to put the chicken directly in this pan and then season it. So let's go ahead. I find it's easier this way. I don't have to get the seasoning in the bowl and then worry about leaving some of our seasoning back in that bowl. We can get all our seasoning in the same dish that we're actually going to be using to cook the chicken in. So I got 6 thighs here. Actually, I probably shouldn't make them all nicey nice because I'm going to mix them up and have one little piece here. So here we have the seasoning. Let's go ahead and get that seasoning on this chicken. Right? So let's just mix this up a little bit. Make sure you get each piece coated nicely. I actually have a lump of onion powder that I need to break up. Alrighty, let's get the other side seasoned. Alright, so you're going to go ahead and pour your seasoning on these pieces. Oops, this one. Let me turn these 2 right here. Or is this one big piece? I think this was 2 pieces. That's 2 pieces. So let's go ahead and get this side of these 2. Okay. So now let's go ahead and just rub our seasoning in on all these pieces of chicken. Making sure each piece is nicely coated. Yeah, that looks good for this one. And I like to cook it with the inside piece facing downward. So let's make sure we have them all facing downward. Okay, this one looks like it's a little pale and need more seasoning. Okay. Alright, so now that we have this chicken seasoned up here, now what I'm going to do is add our potatoes. And you can add you can cut them a little bit thinner if you want, but I kind of made them like steak size. When you call them steak potatoes, so this size. It's okay if you leave the skin on. I took the skin off. You might see pieces with tiny little bits of skin like this one. I mean, very tiny amount of skin. But I took it off for the most part. You can leave it if you want. And I'm just going to put our potatoes right in the top. Right? And I used 4 medium potatoes. And again, 6 chicken thighs. And this is like steak size potatoes. Now what I'm going to do is sprinkle some additional parsley on top of these potatoes. Not parsley, oh my goodness, paprika on top. And now let's go in again with the rest of this garlic butter all over the potatoes. Okay. And you can feel free to add as much garlic as you like. So So I thought this was enough. It's actually not. So I'm going to go ahead and whip up some more, and I'll be right back. All right, now I got this garlic butter whipped up. Let's go ahead and finish drizzling this over our potatoes. Woohoo! That garlic smells so nice and fragrant. Okay, now that is what I'm talking about. All right, so now that we have that all in there, let's go ahead and add a little bit of salt and pepper on the top. Just gonna cover the potatoes with a little bit of salt, black pepper right here, and lastly, just a little bit more parsley. Just a little bit more. And what I'm gonna do to start the cooking process is I'm gonna cook it with the foil on top for probably 15 minutes, and then I will remove the foil. So let me go ahead and get the foil and pop this in the 375-degree oven for about 15 minutes, and then I will come back and show you what we're looking like. All right, everybody. I know I said 15 minutes, but this has been going in the oven for about 25 minutes covered. So this is what it's looking like. Let me show you. Clearly not done yet. I'm gonna go ahead and take the foil off and now place it back in the oven for an additional maybe 25 minutes or so until it's nice and done. All right, everybody, after about 28 or so minutes of our chicken cooking without the foil, this is what it is looking like. The potatoes are nice and golden and the chicken is below. This is done. It is piping hot and ready for us to enjoy. Let's get us a plate. Okay, everybody, so here is our completed garlic butter chicken and potatoes. And if you look close, you can see these bits of garlic on our chicken. And I just have a little side of some green beans. So let's go ahead and give this chicken a taste. Look at that, nice and tender. Also flavorful, but of course a hint of garlic. As you would imagine. Potatoes nicely cooked. Not as much garlic flavor, but definitely you can still taste it. This is a quick and easy recipe worth trying. Super simple. You just season it up, put it in the oven, not too much fuss. You don't have to watch over it too much, and you're ready to go. Before you know it, you'll be enjoying a good quick meal. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching.